Hi everyone, it's Alisa Tilsner and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Today I'm going to show you how I did the background on this card here. It's been quite popular on my blog and on Pinterest, so I thought, because I did have a few questions about the background, so I thought I would just show you how I've created the background and not the whole card. So it should be a fairly quick video. Now I have used the Crackle Paint Stamp Set here, which is on the retiring list, so you can get it at the moment. It's not sold out yet, but it has been running hot a little bit in the last day or two, so you might want to get onto it pretty quick if you were after this stamp set, because it is actually a great one for putting in the backgrounds, but also I'll show you how to bring it into more of a focal image as well. So what you will need, and I have already white embossed. I'm just going to stand up so you can see that. I've already white embossed on my shimmer card. Let's see if you can see the little bit of sparkle that's going on in there. So it is on shimmer and I've white embossed. So I am assuming that you do know how to emboss. If you don't, if you're a new stamper and you don't know how to emboss and you would like me to do a video, just let me know and I'm more than happy to do one for you. I'm just going to get my card out of the way. Now you'll also need an ink pad. I am using Rococo Rose and I will be using a re-inker with this one as well, just because I get sick of squeezing my ink pad sometimes. I'm going to use a little cup of water, and for this one I'm not using my aqua painter, I'm just using a paintbrush that I got at the hardware store, so nothing particularly flash. If you want details on it, I don't know what any of that means, number 10, so it's just from the hardware store, just a round like a bullet style paintbrush. I'm assuming that any paintbrush will be fine to use. Now I'm just putting down a craft sheet because I am using water and I can just wipe my craft sheet off when I am done. So you can squeeze your lid to get colour, but sometimes I just use a drop of re-inker in there. I'll start off with what I have in there and then move on. So now if you've seen some other videos that I have done, when I've been using the Rococo Rose and actually any of the new ink colours, I find that they react a little bit differently when I'm trying to watercolour with them, but I have figured it out, I think. So I'm hoping that this one will work, because I'm not the best at doing a colour wash, so I'm trying something new myself and it worked, so I'm hoping I can get it to work again. So just in my paintbrush, I'm just wetting my paintbrush, and I'm just going to have that off the screen, and I'm just going to put down water where I would like my colour wash. Now, being that this is shimmer card and not watercolour paper, it does dry pretty quick, so the next thing I want to do is come in and make this a wet puddle here as well. Okay, because I will be building up my colours. So my first layer down is just a real watery one. So you just need to keep your paintbrush wet, I've discovered. And just sort of spush it out to where you want it to be. And you'll find that the resist, because we've got areas that are enclosed, your ink will stay in those areas. I'm trying not to, I've got gloss on my card, I'm trying not to have it too shiny. Okay, so now is the fun bit. So we sort of want to keep that a little bit dry but a little bit wet, and this is where I will come in with my re-inker, because I want to start building up the intensity of my colour. So again, I'm just going to add a little bit of water and start making, you can see that, I'm just adding a little bit more water and starting to get my little puddle a little bit darker in colour. And then I can just pounce my brush, keeping it wet as well. And sometimes I'll find that I'll have to drag a little bit more of that re-inker drop out. And I want to concentrate my colour not so much on the outside, but and try not to, I've left fingerprints down here, so avoid that area as well. And just sort of pounce that colour around, but keeping it more in the centre rather than spreading it out, because we want it deeper in the middle and then fading out. So again, just grab a little bit more of your re-inker and make that puddle a little bit darker again. So you can see how the different colour is in this puddle here to this puddle here, and then we just sort of pounce again on that. So because this card here has still got a fair bit of water on it, it will just run, and we'll just keep that. And if you find that little areas are drying out, just add a little bit more water on your paintbrush. Okay, and you can just keep going to as deep as you want. You can allow that to dry a little bit if you want, and then come back with more colour. But that's pretty much how I did it. Oh dear, I really made a mess down in that corner. Maybe we could turn that around or cover it up with a leaf or something. So you can see that I've gone for really, really deep colour towards the end and just pounce it on. So doing the one colour is pretty easy, and like I said, because some of the areas are contained, they will contain that liquid in there and they'll dry nicely, and you should end up with quite a nice watercolour wash. It's sort of not really washed on, but it is pounced on. How about we call it a watercolour pounce? So I found the one colour really easy to do, and you can sort of just pick it up and it'll sort of flow a little bit within the contained areas if you want your puddle to be a little bit in a different area. So I would play with different background stamps and see which sort of different effects you can get. And the next thing that I want to try and have a play with is two colours, because like I said, I'm not real great at doing a background wash, so it's all experimenting. But now that I've discovered my paintbrush, I think it probably is a little bit easier because it probably holds a little bit more water than an aqua painter, and I don't have to keep squeezing. So squeezing my aqua painter. And speaking of aqua painters, I can't wait for the new ones to come out. There's a pack of 3 and they've got different sizes in them, so I'm really looking forward to playing with that. So then you just set this aside. I'm going to remove my glass of water because I know me. So just let that sit aside and let it dry before you finish off with your card. So the other elements that I've used on my card, I've used the To A Wild Rose. I'm just going to pull that back a little bit. So To A Wild Rose, and I've cut them out with the Wild Rose dies, just the leaf and the flower and the leaf, not the leaf and the flower. So I've just embossed them in white and coloured them in as well. So this one is also done in Rococo Rose and Old Olive for the leaves. And so this one is coming back in the next catalogue, but not as a bundle. So if you're after this one now, you save 10% on that one as a bundle. In June it'll be separated and you'll have to pay full price for both of them. The happy birthday comes from the Label Me Bold stamp set, which is also on the retiring list, and I can tell you that this one will not leave my possession, and you will see it in cards to come because I absolutely love it. So that one will not be disappearing from me. And then the twine is from the Magnolia Ribbon Pack, which is also retiring, and I've actually used nearly all of my ribbon twine. So this is a Mossy Meadow, and then this one is a grey granite, I think, which is a really nice, that would go really nicely with this card as well. I could have almost double ribboned this one. So, and they are also on the retiring list. So yeah, so that's this one's almost dry now. So I've done a little bit darker in some areas, and just every time you do it, it turns out differently, so it's super fun. So practice, play around with your background stamps and bring them sort of more to the front instead of always in the background. I think they can make a really nice focal image as well. So have a play, and I would love to see what you make. So, but we'll see you again in another video soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.